What's good, YouTube? It's your boy FantaSZN, aka Fanta, and if you're OG, you might even know me as Imagine Slaying. And today, yes, one day early, I am coming at you boys with my point guard build that I am going to be making for NBA 2K24. Now, quick little disclaimer, I'm not sure if this is going to be the exact build I'm going to make, because when the game comes out, I am going to sit in that builder and make sure I have the perfect build. So you guys don't want to miss that stream. That will be in about a day from now on the 7th. Do not miss that stream if you want to see my exact build, but I will make another YouTube video on the build I end up making day one. Today's video is going to be about the build that I made at Community Day. So if you guys already do not know, I lost my footage at Community Day. That's why you haven't been seeing my dribble moves, how I was moving, or any of those type of videos that you guys are probably seeing from other YouTube creators and you've been missing out, like Where's Fanta's gameplay. My footage is lost, but have no fear, because I will be just basically reacting to a build that is very similar to mine and then telling you exactly how I made mine. So you will be seeing my build, but you will not be able to physically see it. But I remember basically the majority of my entire build. And then also react to a video, honestly open my eyes to a build that I honestly might make in the future rather than the build that I initially made. So you guys are kind of going to get to see two different point guard builds that I might potentially make day one. But if you want to know the exact build that I make day one, tune in to twitch.tv/Fanta on September 7th at 8 a.m. Eastern. Once again, September 7th, 8 a.m. Eastern. I will be playing early when the New Zealand version drops. So if you guys want to catch my exact build that I end up making, watch it there live. But without further ado, like, comment, subscribe. Let me guys know what else you want to see before the 2K drops. I might make an extra video on top of this one today. I'm not sure. It depends if I see a good idea in the comments. Without further ado, let's hop into this builder. Now that we are in the builder, we are going to practically react, or should I say, now that we're reacting to the builder because it's not my actual footage. This is the closest thing to the build that I made at Community Day. As you can see, he puts it at about 6'3", but I made this basically almost the exact same build except as a 6'1". I'm not too sure if I'm going to be a 6'3" or 6'1", so you can kind of do 6'3" or 6'1", depending on what you want to do here. Let's basically just follow along on what he's doing, and I'm just going to give my input on what I did and what I would probably do to this build. It looks like he upgraded his 3-point to a 96 right now. He had his ball handle at about a 92. Now, if you guys do not know, you do need a 95 ball hand if you want to dabble around with things like Steve Francis. So I'm not sure what I would do with this build. Okay, I see that he's starting to dabble with the ball handle and see if he could mess with 95. But basically, you need speed with ball 91. I forget for what. I'm pretty sure it's like speed booster or the dribble styles that you're going to want to use in the game in general. And you're going to need that stamina to be 99 if you want Hall of Fame handles for days. Now, I'm not too sure if I'm going to go gold or Hall of Fame handles for days because I just don't know. It might be like 2K20 BP build. If you want to have dunk, you might have to go gold like you did in 2K20. But that was honestly the better build for Pro-Am at least. I personally didn't have defense on my build, so I'm not sure what he's going to do with all this defense. But me personally, I didn't have all this defense, so let's see. Okay, so this is the end build of his build. This is Mo Bucket's video. This is Mo Bucket's build. Now, obviously, I don't 100% agree with this at all, but it's somewhat close, so I'm going to give you guys a touch-up of how I made this build as a 6'3" and a 6'1". So, now, follow along. I won't be able to tell you guys, like, category for category what exactly I had in each one. I'm going to tell you the main thresholds, and then other things upgrade by themselves when you upgrade certain categories pretty high. For the three-pointer, I personally am going to be going with a 92, or I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up doing that unless I find something day one. But for the video's sake, this is a build that I made. So I had a 92.3. My mid-range was about an 84 as well. I had my driving dunk up to, I believe, a 90, actually. I had my driving dunk up to a 90, but I might metal that down to like an 86 day one when the build actually drops. Close shot, that upgrades by itself, I'm sure. Standing dunk, I did not touch standing dunk. I'm not sure what my free throw was, but you can kind of upgrade your free throw to whatever you have left after whatever. Ball handle, I had a 95 ball handle, but speed with ball, I had a 91 speed with ball. This is because you are going to want to have those dribble styles. You're going to want to be able to get all the fast, whatever gives you the fastest speed boost. You do not want to be left out because you chose 85 speed with ball. This year, they made it to where you kind of need to use everything if you do want to end up getting the best of the best SIGs. Like last year, Michael Jordan dribble style that a lot of people were messing around with, and it only took like a 75 ball handle or something like that. I forget what it was, but people were speed boosting on 6'9s, and they barely had any playmaking. They completely deaded that this year. They made sure that all the good animations you actually need high ball handle for. Now, let's get into these physicals, because this is where it gets important. That 99 stam, I did have that all the way up from my Hall of Fame handles for days. I had my acceleration on a 92 to a 95, depending on how much dunk you want to do. I honestly would go with 95 for that half speed booster, but I'm not sure if I'm going to have space when it's all said and done. Keep in mind, I will not have the build down to the exact T because, once again, I do not have the footage. I'm just giving you the basic thresholds of my build. My driving dunk was about a 90. My close shot upgraded whatever it upgraded. Driving layup, he upgraded himself. I'm not too sure I'm going to be messing with layup, but if the layup is good, I might remake the build and put more layup and less driving dunk if you don't need to be able to dunk. But for my three-pointer, I had 92. For my ball handle, I had 95. Speed with ball, I was messing with 91. I had no defense. And in these physicals, I honestly would try to max out my acceleration if I can, and max out the stamina if I can. And I'd probably have a slightly higher vertical because my build's actually going to have dunk. But when you take all this defense off, you should be able to make that build. Now, that was the default build that I originally was going to go with. That's the one that I made, and I was playing through the logo gauntlet for those that have seen that gameplay. Let's get into the second build that I honestly just recently seen, but without further ado, let's get straight into the second build that I might make. So this is Grinding's new Ja Morant build. He made a YouTube video on it, and I honestly really liked the look of this build. You guys see he's upgrading the things that are kind of a necessity right now. Messing with the speed, I'm not too sure what the thresholds are for what you need for a speed, but you can see he has that 92.3 because he's going to be only getting silver limitless, which I honestly think might be necessary this year, because if you do get that gold limitless at a 96, you're sacrificing a lot of ball handling and dunk. You kind of have to literally be a play shot with no dunk if you're going to get that high 3. I will be making that build later on in the year to just see if it's doable and if the dribbling is fast enough to where I can make it rock with that. But I'm pretty sure that I'm going to need to dunk the ball, so I'm going to be starting off with a build somewhat similar to this. So I had to skip a little bit forward, but this is what his end game build is kind of looking like. As you guys can see, let's pause it for a second. You see he has a 93 dunk. I would probably tune that down a little bit to like a 90, 86 dunk. I would tune this down because, as you guys can see, his speed with ball is only at 84, and like I said, if you were a guard, or at least I, like the way I am, and you want to be able to dribble and get those glitchy animations, you're gonna need more than that 84 speed with ball. So I would turn down this dunk to like a 86, maybe 90, turning that down as much as I need to get my speed with ball to at least a 91. You guys see the 3-point is max. The midi is a 78, which I honestly feel like is pretty decent for a midi. I feel like I could rock out with like a 78 midi. Pass accuracy is a 75. Ball handles a 95, so he's unlocking every dribble move in the game, but he's not unlocking every dribble style with that 84. But for us, let's say that my speed with ball is going to be at a 91 right there. Ball handle is going to be a 95. Pass accuracy 75. Calm, some light. He still was able to upgrade his perimeter defense a little bit. I'm not sure if that speed is enough. I have to actually look at the threshold to if I'm going to rock out with that speed. But I do know that I'm going to have that 99 stam. Vertical is 80. I feel like he might be able to turn that down a little bit. And so, yeah, I'd probably turn down that vertical a little bit, see what I could do with the speed and excel. Try to get that a little bit higher. Ideally, chat, this is the best build that I would make. Let's go one by one of the build that we are going to be making. Driving dunk, 93. We're going to try to have that at about like a 86 to a 90, whatever we need to get that speed with ball to a 91. 3-point shot, I'm sure that I'm going to have it at a 92, so that I'm positive of. Might honestly try to get that midi to like a 80. We'll see what I can do. Pass accuracy is calm at like a 75. I'm rocking with that. Ball handle, 95. Speed with ball, that's going to be at 91. Defense might not be there, might be there. Do what you can with the space you have, but make sure you have these main thresholds that I'm speaking of right now. Acceleration, 92, decent, but if I can, I'm going to get a little bit more excel. And stamina, I know for a fact I'm going to have that at 99. Fellas, they did change up the builder since these videos were made, so maybe by the time this game drops and you guys end up actually being in this builder, you can't exactly make this exact same build. So if that is the case, I will just be wrong. You could check these comments if you're getting to this video a little bit late. I will put a disclaimer in the caption or in the description telling you guys that this build is not makeable, and I will be dropping my actual build video the next day. So September 7th, I'm going to be playing this game, and so by September 8th, 9th max, you guys will have my actual guard build that I end up sitting there staring at and making. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry I lost my footage. Hopefully this video was decent. I'm not too sure how it's gonna be. So many of you guys have been asking for my build video, so I was like, you know what, let me attempt to react and kind of give them a gist of the build that I made. I will not let you guys down like this again. I will never lose my gameplay again. It sucks, but I have still been trying to make some decent content for you guys with the knowledge that I have alone. 2K24 is around the corner. I am so excited. I will not be leaving YouTube dry the way I have been doing these past couple years, and I really appreciate you guys, and you guys are very much underappreciated because you guys are way nicer than my Twitch community, and my Twitch community is who I stream to every day, 8 hours a day, 10 hours a day. I will be playing with FantaSZN early on this year, so look out for those YouTube videos, as well as if you want to watch it live at twitch.tv/Fanta, my Instagram at drinkfantabid. Bodak should put these socials up somewhere around there as I'm saying it. When I get to 5,000 followers on Instagram, I'm at, I believe right now, like close to 2,000. But I know the strength of YouTube, so if I get to like 5,000 followers on Instagram, and I will be doing more giveaways than I'm already doing. I have already done 2 giveaways on Twitter, and I will give you guys exclusive giveaways on Instagram. You know what? Scratch 5,000. That's what we're gonna go for. But even at 3,000, I'm gonna give away the first copy. 4,000, we could give away a second copy, and at 5,000, we are gonna give away the third copy. So 3 copies are dependent on the Instagram followers. I already still have, I think, 2 more copies to give away left for Twitter. 2 more for Twitter at FantaSZN, 3 more for the Instagram if we can grow that. And yeah, that's basically it in terms of giveaways. Enough talking about giveaways. Let's close up this video. Let me know in the comments below what type of video you guys want early on 2K24. Do you guys want a dribble tutorial first, or do you guys want a jump shot video or something like that? Let me know down in these comments. If you guys do ask these questions in the comment, I will know you guys made it to the end of the video. So we'll make sure to like them, interact with them, etc. It's your boy FantaSZN, aka Fanta, and if you're an OG, you might even know me as Imagine Slaying, and I'm out. Peace. Mwah. I love you. Bye.